Hello, this is TT.
And this is Qwim.
And we are back with Deliver Us from Evil. Now, we've dragged the incubus into church, and we're going to see what happens. He's not a happy camper.
I keep tugging him through the open door into the church despite his protests. It's not what I expected. The place, while beautiful, is a little neglected. I was expecting a glorious place of worship like I've seen in heaven with many devotees. But the church is completely empty. No one is praying or singing, and Ace and I are the only ones here. He's still complaining.
Can you hurry up? You've seen it now. Super uninteresting, right?
Apparently the voice actor's back.
No, there's more to see. There must be. Maybe the priest is taking confessions, or there's worship happening in another room. Let's go further in. Come on. I move past each pew, getting closer to the altar, gently tracing my fingertips along each wooden bench as I pass.
I'm staying here.
Suit yourself. There are no signs of anyone being here right now, and maybe not even recently. Upon closer inspection, a layer of dust coats almost everything. There are candles recently lit, but not much else.
That's sad.
Why is there no one here? Where are all the worshippers?
I wonder.
Ace's sarcasm is obvious. Seriously? What am I missing?
People just aren't that religious these days. For so many different reasons.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
What do you mean?
God isn't important to a lot of people, and is actively disliked or not even believed to be real by some. I'm not surprised no one is here.
That's just sad. Yeah, but you're an incubus. No one cares.
Hypocrisy.
What was that?
Nothing, kitten.
Why are you so uncomfortable here? Do you dislike God too?
I suppose I do.
Yeah, I suppose you do.
What do you mean?
Heaven and God aren't all you make them out to be. It isn't all light and salvation and love.
No, it turns out most of it is.
Ace's words are punctuated by the occasional growl, and I can't tell if his anger is becoming too much. But it is. You can't think you know better than I do.
But I do, kitten.
What?
If anything, I'd say I was the authority on the true nature of heaven.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Ace?
Look at me.
Look at me softly.
Ace holds up his wrist, emphasizing the cuffs.
This is what heaven did to me. This looks like damnation to me. It was damnation. Shackled and imprisoned.
Dun dun dun.
What are you saying?
I've fallen. I was cast out of heaven.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
I'm a fallen angel.
Which explains a lot.
What? Tell me you're joking.
I'm not.
And he's angry.
I don't understand. How is it possible? I can't wrap my head around this. I'm almost unbelievable. I want to pull away, to run from here. If Ace has fallen, he must have gone against heaven and done something to deserve being cast out. I feel betrayed, hurt beyond belief. We've shared so much. We've laughed together and trusted one another. It seems that was a huge mistake. I'm trying so hard to hold it together, to not burst into tears or shout at him. I want to be far away from him. I've heard vague stories of fallen angels, of them succumbing to some sort of evil and turning against God.
Dun dun dun.
They are true betrayers of heaven. Angels aren't expelled from heaven lightly. What did Ace do? But why?
Why isn't that important, is it? They still did what they did, struck me down, and left me to rot in that desert.
Oh, it's important.
Well, if you were expelled from heaven, then that is your punishment for going against God. He's trying to justify what he did, even though it must have been evil.
Going against God? I stood firm in the face of Lucifer, opposed his rebellion too.
Dun dun
Well,
dun.
that seems to be a good thing. Then why are you pushed out of heaven?
I began to question the status quo, to give my knowledge to humans. I watched over them and I wanted to help them.
Well, that's nice.
Help them?
For that, I was fought, tossed down to earth, and left here. I've had to build an entire life of my own.
Defend or sympathize? Well, yeah, geez, that's a lot to take in. I kind of want to sympathize with him. Because, I mean, by what he's saying, it sounds like he's trying to be a good person.
Well, he was, but but maybe in his standards he was helping. Maybe it just wasn't the right help he was supposed to give.
Maybe, but we don't know. I want to sympathize with him. I'm sorry for him. I feel bad.
Well, considering you're trying to get the ace side anyways.
Yeah, let's sympathize.
I want to believe you, and I can feel your pain so intensely. I don't understand any of this. Helping humans, spreading knowledge, that's not so bad. You couldn't have deserved Duadel for that. Why would they?
This is what I'm trying to show you.
Ace's tone maintains its angry quality, but there's also a sense of desperation and pain that grows with every sentence he utters.
It's not as simple and wholesome as you think it is. I was spreading knowledge that was frowned upon by heaven, and then
That's what I
eternally
thought.
punished for it. I didn't aid Lucifer. I didn't commit a great sin. I was chased out of heaven, and no one questioned it. No one considered why I did what I did, or what benefit it could bring.
This is too much. How did this happen? This wasn't something I'd heard of back in heaven. Ace is clearly hurting and has been for a while. He's just hidden it so well until now.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. When I heard of angels being banished from heaven, they had gone against God, cast great shame over what it meant to be an angel. Ace doesn't seem like he did any of that. He seems to have cared deeply about humans in his role watching over them. Heaven couldn't have made a mistake, could they? If he's fallen, then...
Oh, what the heck?
Ace cries out in pain, and when I look at him, he's sweating and grimacing. Being on holy ground must be difficult for him. I rush towards him and pull him into an embrace. I wish I'd known, but there was no way I could have possibly guessed. His skin is extremely hot to the touch, but when my skin touches his, it seems almost as if some of the suffering is lifted.
Yeah, I bet.
Perhaps some of my remaining angelic energy is helping to soothe him. I remember you saying now that Ace wasn't your real name. What is it?
Azazel.
Azazel.
The name isn't familiar to me, and maybe it should be, but I can't really recall anything right now. Ace is still whimpering. It seems like he's getting worse by the moment. Why hasn't she brought him out yet?
Purify him? Azazel.
The name is extremely foreign to say aloud. Well, yep. What can I do to help? Please tell me. I'll do anything. Ace reaches up and sweeps me into his arms. I think he's looking for more contact, more energy from my being to help relieve his pain.
Not good.
But the pain will only get worse the longer he stays here. Well, no crap.
I need to go. I can't stay here.
I know he needs to leave, but I could come with you. I'm not sure if it's a good idea for Ace to go his own way, and after what we just shared, I want to be there for him.
I want to be alone right now.
Oh, that hurts.
The hurt, whether emotional or physical, has taken over now. Ace pulls away from my grasp, and I'm not strong enough to hold on. He stumbles quickly toward the exit and leaves me there reeling. How do I make sense of what just happened?
Well, you could think about it.
I've never questioned heaven and never seen wrong, even for a single moment, until now. I can't understand why he was punished just for aiding humans. It's something we're always told to value, so why was Ace cast out?
Maybe he shared the Kama Sutra.
Yeah. I know what I need to do. I need to speak to Michael.
Ooh. That seems like a bad idea.
His powers far surpass mine, and maybe he even has knowledge of what happened that Ace didn't share with me. Perhaps he thinks heaven maybe made a mistake with Ace too. Even now, it doesn't make sense to call him Azazel. The man I know is Ace, a man I've admired and trusted. Is sharing his knowledge really so terrible? God's children on earth are so highly praised. Surely sharing something divine with them could never be a bad thing. Lost in my thoughts, I've already found my way to Michael's place. Perhaps I should have stopped to knock on the door and wait for his response, but I'm too caught up thinking about it all. About heaven's decisions and my feelings for Ace. Once I step inside, I call out for him. Michael?
Greetings.
I am here.
Michael looks tense already. I'm not sure if something has happened or it's just an extension of his usual demeanor.
How is the investigation going? Have you found anything of import?
Nothing so far, really. I'm not here about that. How will Michael react? Surely he'll question Heaven's actions too.
What do you require?
I was exploring with Ace today, and we came across a church.
Ah, you gotta see how humans worship.
Well, not really. It was pretty empty. Not a lot of people, it seems, have faith in God these days. It feels strange to say out loud.
Yeah,
Humans.
that is ridiculous.
That's what I thought at first, but if there's a possibility of injustice in heaven, earth must be faring far worse. I was talking to Ace, and he told me something. I'm struggling to speak, to wrap my head around what has happened and actually verbalize it to Michael.
Go on.
I take a deep breath. I just have to do this. He's a fallen angel.
What?
Yeah.
Michael is dumbstruck for a moment.
Did he give you a name?
Yes, I didn't recognize it. Azazel?
I know he was cast out, but was not one of Lucifer's rebels. Nevertheless, he has fallen. You should not continue to associate with him. He will be dangerous and sinful.
He's helping me, and it seems he's in pain. I can't leave him now. Michael, it wouldn't be right.
Well, doubts? No, I don't know that we have doubts. I think we want to ask Michael to take the shackles off.
Well, we already kind of expressed our doubts, in a way.
Yeah, so I think it's time we ask him to remove the manacles.
I was wondering if you could...
No.
Well, there's that answer.
Yeah. I haven't even...
Absolutely not.
I'm not sure I even need to hear it to know my answer is a resolute no.
I want you to remove his manacles. They're painful reminders of his past, and I want to show the faith I have in him.
It is not for me to undo what has been done, Kitty, and the idea of you having faith in him is wholly inappropriate. I do not think you should return to him or continue to associate with him. He will be a temptation.
If he's fallen, who knows how long he's been on earth? Hasn't he suffered enough? Isn't it within us to forgive him?
If the Father has forsaken him, it is not our place. If he has been cast out and made to suffer, he has deserved to suffer.
Then we're just like he said we are. It doesn't seem fair or right.
Stop this at once, Kitty.
No, Michael, I need to go back to see him. Make sure he's okay.
We must complete the mission.
The investigation is the priority. You cannot stop for anything. Do not return to him.
I'm already storming off before he finishes speaking.
Good for us.
Ariel!
Come back!
I know Michael is calling to me, but right now I have no interest in what he has to say. How could he be so callous? He wasn't even prepared to hear Ace out or to learn more about the situation, just like Ace said. I need to return to Ace to see how he's doing. I just hope he'll see me.
Oh, he'll see ya. This is a good place to stop. That was intense. You know, I definitely feel more for Ace than I ever did for Michael. I'm really glad we're doing this because I'm much more curious now. I mean, he's not an incubus, he's just a fallen angel. So what the heck is he doing with the whole butterflies thing? It's weird and confusing, and I'm excited to find out more. Highly recommend, fully exploring this game to anyone who gets in and does it on their own, or just keep watching us. That works too. So this here's TT.
And this is Qwim.
And we will continue this on the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.